So today I want to mess with this puff additive. So need a couple things. We got the puff additive container. So I think I'm going to use this ink that we made back when we first started. We used it for the Outliers merch, like the very first shirt that we made. Avoid eye contact, blah blah blah. I'm gonna have to look this up real quick. Let's look at the computer. So I'm gonna show you guys what I'm gonna be printing today. So this is what I'm gonna be printing today. Skylar drew this. I think it's pretty awesome. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I'm gonna look this up on the website and see if maybe they have directions on their website. So it says puff additives is added to plastisol ink in a ratio of 2 to 30% by weight, depending on puff effect of the printer. Okay, so basically it just kind of like however much I want it to puff, I guess, is how much I add. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start little and then add to it if it doesn't work. I just use one of these to open all my jars. I don't know what anybody else uses. I'm just using a piece of cardboard to scoop it out. So I don't see any puffing going on from that. I'm going to put another layer on there just to make it a little bit thicker. See if that works. I don't see any puff going on. Maybe a tiny bit, actually. I'm going to throw another layer on there. Extremely way too hot. Looks like it puffed up a little bit. Definitely is very thick on there. But I definitely burnt it in a few spots. I think I could add more puff. It has a lot of texture to it, but I think it's because there's so much ink on it. So I actually don't think it's puffing. I think it's just the amount of ink that's actually put on there. So I'm gonna try it again. I raised my flash dryer because I think that I burnt this one a little, actually quite a bit. It's got score marks on it. So I raised the flash dryer. I'm gonna toss another layer on there. So, second attempt. Still not puffing. I wonder if I should add more puff to it. It's definitely puffing up. I don't even know if you can see that on camera. I mean, it's like almost puffing. It got a little puffy. It's working. Not super puff. I've never done it before, so I'm not really sure how puffy it's supposed to get. But it definitely is puffing. Don't know if you can see it on camera. Okay, it is the next day. I spent about 5 hours yesterday trying to figure out this puffing, and it definitely was not puffing. So I'll show you guys kind of what it did at first. It's puffing, but not as much as I think it's supposed to. It's just a little bit of puff, like it's barely any. So you guys probably can't see it on camera. Today I'm gonna go at this again, see how it goes. I'm gonna add quite a bit more of the puff ink just to see, maybe it just needs the whole freaking container, I don't know. Anyways, so I'm gonna start mixing in some more of this puff to the ink mixture and see if we can get some puff going on today. So I'm gonna say that it's about, right now, it's about a 1-to-1 ratio. There's just as much ink in here as there is that puff ink. I almost debated on not making this video because I didn't think it was gonna take this long for me to actually figure out the additive. I thought it was only gonna be a couple hours. Turns out it's gonna be 2 days if I can figure it out today. I had a lot of people messaging me on Instagram saying that they don't even do the puff ink because it's such a pain in the butt. Ooh. It's not changing the color at all, so that's good. I was a little worried that if I added too much of the additive that it would change the color a little bit, but it definitely looks exactly the same. I have a good feeling about this one. I realized that I was right on the edge of the shirt right here, so that might not even work. So, gotta lift it off. That's more of what I'm looking for. Okay, so this is what we got on that last run. It's really hard to see on camera, but it did definitely puff up. Kind of see it. So what I'm gonna add some more puff and see if it puffs even more, and then I'm actually gonna add a stretch additive to it. I don't know. So we'll try that, see how it goes. I'm gonna use this whole container of puff. I'm gonna add some stretch additive. I have the Wilflex Epic HD Clear. I know you guys are gonna give me a bunch of crap for not actually weighing any of this out. Sorry. Sorry guys. We're gonna make it super stretchy. Oh, hey, look at that. We have a full thing of paint. I keep calling it paint. You're gonna kill me. We got a full thing of ink now. All right, I got a good feeling about this one. This is kind of more of the puff that I was looking for. It's still not extremely puffy, but it's definitely got some puff to it. I think I'm gonna end this here. It's got some puff, but it's not like super amount. It's not super crazy puff, which is kind of what I was expecting, but it feels pretty solid. So a couple of things is, it was really hard to actually find a whole lot of information on the puff ink online. The specific brand, Total Ink Solutions, it doesn't say anywhere like what the cure time is. There's no directions or anything like that. On their website it says 2 to 30%. I added at least half of this container, so it was definitely like a 1-to-1, and then I also added some stretch additive to it. And still it didn't puff like as much as I wanted it to. I'm not saying that like the Total Ink Solution is a bad additive. I just think that there's not enough on it and people don't have the patience to mess with it. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments down below. Sorry if this video is not super detailed on the puff ink, but I kind of just recorded as I went. You guys saw everything I did. I just added in more puff ink to my ink, and I would say if you're gonna do the puff ink, if you're gonna try this out, maybe get a bigger one, because this is only a pint. This was $65. It was very expensive. But yeah, that's kind of it. Thanks for watching, guys.